right, I'm gonna take a little bit of pause right here. Hold on. I'm gonna take a little bit of pause right here with what you just said. He had a couple things against him, allegations of sexual assault, which are
I'm
now
trying to be.
grape.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be
Okay.
friendly to YouTube.
Okay, but hold on, Roman. You have to realize what you said. And you said, and he also had a tattoo of a certain symbol, blah, blah, blah. Two of these things maybe seem like, no, they don't maybe seem like, they seem like. They are. They are. Like, what do you mean? Well, they might kind of, sort of lead to the fact that he's a Nazi, but like, no, he is. He's a fucking Nazi. What are you talking about? And the people of Maine are voting for him.
The people of Maine. So here's where a lot of people were kind of in a rock and a hard place, because the other Democrat choice.
What your hard place is. I don't give a fuck what your hard place is. It's better than Nazi. I don't give a fuck what your hard place is. I don't give a fuck what the rock or the hard place is. It's better than Nazi every fucking time.
I agree with you.
What are you talking about?
I agree with you. I'm not, for the record, chat, before y'all try to say anything and try to make that, joke that, y'all said a couple of weeks ago, reality.
Let the record show Roman's a Nazi.
No, I'm not. No, I am not. No, I am not. Okay? We're not doing that. Emmy, you like jelly beans. Quiet, okay?
You love butt plugs. You love butt plugs in your
the grown-ups are talking.
Boy ass.
The grown-ups are talking. Allow me to finish. The grown-ups are talking.
Bitch!
The grown-ups are talking.
Don't even fucking start. I come on here, and you start your bullshit every fucking time, and you make all the gay homosexual jokes, you little fag.
I haven't made any yet.
Shut up, gay boy! Shut up, gay boy!
You're gayer than me. What are you talking about?
Roman, what is your defense for the people of Maine to be voting for this?
My defense of the people of Maine.
By the way, a lot of these people are voting for this just to be anti-conservative. So,
okay, no. That's not true.
Is it not?
Okay,
then why?
No.
Why?
Anti-PAC and anti-money in politics. That's what it is.
You vote for a Nazi.
I'm not defending it. I'm saying that people are.
Yes,
if you see around the country, the candidates that are winning are those that are anti-money in politics. You see that all over the country. It just happens to be that Graham Platner's
it usually happens the fact that they're not National Socialists.
Well, firstly, the Nazis were not socialist. 1. 2.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking? That's what they started as, Roman. Jesus Christ.
North Korea is also a democratic republic as well, right?
No, they don't vote.
Exactly. They were founded as that, right? They're not.
No, that's why they're a fascist regime.
What I'm saying is that labels don't always matter, do they?
Do you understand how... No, Roman, do you understand how they came to be? Like the Nazis? You understand how that happened?
Yeah.
I'm asking seriously.
Yes. They were trying to so a lot of people misunderstand that people think that they were founded by Hitler, but they were not founded by him. He just kind of took over the party once they started to gain a little bit of traction.
Yeah, he endorsed them. Hitler endorsed the Nazi Party.
Correct. But he did not found them.
Not what I asked.
The
That's
point
not what
that
I
I'm
asked you.
making, the point that I'm making is
That's not what I asked.
that
You didn't answer my
let me
question.
finish. Let me finish. You see, this is where the issue is. You ask a question and then you speak. Let me finish. Let me go, please. So the point
Answer
that
the
I'm making
question.
is that when the Nazis were founded, they they took a they took a they took a look at the political landscape, and they deemed themselves a kind of socialist that no longer exists. That is the You are correct in a way, but that type of socialist no longer exists. So that is disingenuous to say. They are not the type of socialists that are around now. You are correct, but they're not the socialists that are like around in this
I
day and age.
100% disagree with you.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
there are socialists like that around this day and age. There
facts
are. Antifa is one group that is exactly like.
well, I mean, I guarantee that if we delve deep into
Well,
it, the facts prove me right.
Roman, you did not answer my question. You realize that?
I did answer your question.
No, you didn't. You said the Nazi Party was its own thing, then Hitler endorsed it. That's what you said. That didn't answer my question.
Okay, well then explain your question.
Like, my question was, do you know how the Nazi Party came to be?
Well, in what context?
That was my question. You did not answer that question.
Like, why were they founded? Or
what do you mean?
Like,
it's a question. History. There's your context. Do you know how the party was formed?
Based off of the anger of German people. Yes.
Do you know why the party was formed? That's not how. That's not how. Do you know that's why? Not how. That's why. Do you know how?
Through political organizing. That's how they were founded, obviously.
Of course. No, so you don't. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and play this game. So you don't know how the Nazi Party was formed. That's fine. It was a group of oligarchs, basically, and military leaders that were all friends with one another and things like that. They didn't like the way that things were running. It wasn't. They had nothing against the Jews at the time and things like that. They had things against the politics of everything, and the Jews were heavily involved in. Right, so it wasn't until a certain person named Adolf Hitler came around that's when the Jews became the enemy, right? So that was the enemy that the Nazi Party could rally against. That's when they became fascist once he became in power. But no, he used the Nazi Party, which literally most of the planet didn't give a shit about for the longest time. They were for Germany, they were their thing. They were like, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why StreamYard is glitching, but that it wasn't until he came to power, then people were like, a little bit weird. But no, that's not how it came to. It came to be just based off of the frustrations around the gun of different peoples. It wasn't fascist to begin with. It was socialist. And it wouldn't have worked that way either. It was worse for their people. Hitler was already in power. He didn't start the war. He didn't start the war right after he jumped into the seat of office. There was time in between there. He was premier for a while.
Yes. You're right about that. He was elected in 1928. You're right about that. Yes. Okay. So
he's probably for a long time.
Okay. The Holocaust Encyclopedia officially
allowed to brainwash an entire country.
Officially says, no, the Nazis were not socialists. While their official name was the National Socialist Party, this was a deliberate choice to attract working class voters. Once in power, Adolf Hitler dismantled trade unions, anti-socialist, allied with big business and violently persecuted actual socialists and communists. So history says that you're wrong, Roland.
No, actually, they were socialists and then became fascists. That's what that's saying. That's exactly what I said. They were a socialist party that went fascist as soon as they were.
It was pretend.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. That is exactly. It doesn't matter if it was fucking pretend, Roman. That's what they were fucking running on. It doesn't matter if it was pretend. That's what happened. They were a socialist party that, as soon as they got in power, went fascist.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? Yes. That's exactly what I said. Like, no, I'm not wrong. It's exactly what I said.
No, well, you said that the Nazis were socialist. They weren't.
Yes, they were in capital letters, were socialists. And I said running multiple times. They were running as socialists. They were running as a socialist power. When they gained power, they became fascist almost overnight. And almost overnight would have been within a year, but still. A year, 2, 3 years, 4 years, yes, but still. That's exactly what I said.
To go back to the Graham Platner thing, the thing that I'm saying is that he had denounced what he did as a teenager. I put that in air quotes. And he kind of basically was like, I'm not that person anymore. And the people of Maine are so, I guess, desperate to have some sort of change that they chose Graham Platner when literally when literally a 999 time better human, Troy Jackson, who was running for he was running for governor, but now he has taken Graham Platner's place.
Listen,
but
he
was right there.
I've been in Maine.
Sorry, what?
And I'll tell you one thing. The people in Maine, they just want to go fishing and make money and go hiking. That's literally it. Like, unless you're in, like, a major city, which there's, like, 2, it's wilderness. There's, like, nobody there. And, like, so most of these people want the guy that's going to just fuck off and leave them be.
I would say,
except for like the big liberal cities, which is true. Like, I don't mean to say it like big liberal cities. It's just what they are. They are big liberal cities. That's just what they are. That's just the fact of the matter. But all the other people, it's the same thing in Pennsylvania. All the people in Pennsylvania that live outside of Philly or Pittsburgh or Harrisburg don't give a fuck. They just want you to leave them alone. That's exactly how it is around here. It's just like, keep the government as far away from us as possible. We'll vote when we want to. We just want to be able to go out back and like go fishing or go shoot some guns if we want to. If I got a permit, like shit, like that. That's literally it.
Yeah,
Marcel.
But the
Marcel, you literally just missed an entire conversation about Germany. Which would have been fucking perfect.
What's up, man? No, but so
like, this dude literally is Roman. We're not even talking about the allegation. Like, where most recently he's just like, oh, I definitely didn't do that to that woman. You know, I was a different man back then.
Here's my thing. If the allegations were false, he wouldn't have dropped out of the race. Sorry.
He didn't drop out of the race.
No, he
didn't drop out of the race.
Yes, he freaking did, bro. Yes, he literally did.
Just now? Literally within 24 hours?
He dropped out 2 whole days ago. Yeah. Yeah, he dropped out. He is officially taking himself off of the ballot on Monday morning.
Oh, so then the Republican guy wins then?
No, so a guy named Troy Jackson who was running for governor but then dropped out is putting his name into the race, and Maine will have to vote all over. They'll have to have a snap they'll
Doesn't
have a
mean he's
snap like
dropping out.
primary vote, and then the people of Maine are going to vote all over, so that there will be another candidate.
That doesn't
but
mean he's dropping out though.
No, he literally dropped out. He literally posted a video on his own Instagram saying that he dropped out of the
I
race.
swear I did not do that. But I'm just gonna drop out because this guy's kind of cool.
Not really, like, necessarily. Okay, hold on. Did Graham Platner drop out?
Yeah, I don't think he did. Did he?
Yes. Democratic nominee Graham Platner officially dropped out of the Maine U.S. Senate race. He submitted the necessary paperwork to withdraw his candidacy, ending his campaign following a series of controversies and a recent allegation of they're being nice and saying SA. But if you actually look into the allegation, what he is, accused of is grape. It's not just SA, it's grape what he did.
Yeah, no, he literally like broke into his girlfriend's house when they were on a break. They were on a break, and then he got in bed with her, and then just proceeded to do whatever he wanted.
Yeah. So, but he had a history of that type of thing in his past, which is why I have been looking like all over the country to see like if people are legit or not. I saw something in like that dude's eyes. I was like, nah. I was like, I don't know if he should be the one to run against Susan Collins, because Susan Collins wins like every 4 years. So I doubt she's gonna get unseated now, but she should, because she's literally been in the Senate for like 400 years. By the way, did you hear that Mitch McConnell's brain dead?
Did we know that? Isn't that been like the case for like? Hasn't that been the case for like the past 10 years?
No, like no.
Yes.
So.
Wow! The one thing that everybody knew.
He's like medically declared
Republican politicians.
Did you guys know that Joe Biden's retarded?
Yes. Joe Biden was not just retarded. He also had dementia, late, like kind of like mid to early stage of it. But also our president is getting there too. He called Iran the Islamic Republic of Japan, and then referred to President and then he referred to President Zelensky as President Putin.
Oh wow!
Biden literally did the exact same thing 2 years ago at the same time.
I just have to say one thing. That's the only gotcha you got, brother. You're like, oh, he fucked his sentence.
No, Roman, there's a lot more, bro.
Roman, you have to be charitable here. You need to be charitable here. Do you know how often you fuck your sentences up? If you were a president, they would have a million of these. Well, look, he accidentally called it Denmark. Like, yeah, they would fuck with you, dude.
Roman.
Right. So my point being is, you can't just be like, oh, look, Trump fucked his sentence up. He said Japan and then immediately corrected it. I'm sure he immediately corrected it. And if he didn't, then he didn't. But like, also 70-year-old fucking dude. So again,
you guys were not charitable to Joe Biden.
I'm not being charitable to Joe Biden because Joe Biden turns around and talks to people that don't exist. Donald Trump doesn't do that. I fuck my sentences up when I'm on the phone. I was on the doctor's call this morning and I went, blah, 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 blah. Oh shit, my bad. And I talked to her.
Yeah, Donald Trump is falling asleep in his meetings. He is literally Biden. He is literally Biden. Quite literally. Just not
you're telling me, Roman, that you would not. I have watched you fall asleep in a movie theater for a movie you want to go see. You're telling me that in a board meeting talking about war room shit, your ass ain't falling asleep if you're president.
What I'm saying is, if people are not charitable to the last guy, then I'm not going to be charitable to this guy.
You are falling asleep.
Don would like to take a little nap.
Hold on.
You almost fell asleep in the Chainsaw Man movie, you fuck. I don't want to hear it from you.
I didn't.
Yes, I almost did. I woke your ass up.
Quite frankly, the Don needs a nap. Quite frankly.
Listen, what I'm saying is, people were not charitable to the last guy for falling asleep, so I'm not going to be charitable to this guy either, because I wasn't charitable to him either. They shouldn't be in office. Neither of them should be. They're all too old. They're all too old.
Joe Biden did it every time he was on camera. Donald Trump has not. That's my point. You can be allowed a couple fuck ups from him, but like every single time you're on camera.
Do you think that an 80-year-old man?
Wait, Roman, every single time you're on camera, Roman, I'm talking to you right now. Can you see me? I'm right in front of you, Roman. See, I wasn't even facing you to the audience. I was facing away from you. Now I'm facing towards you.
You see, there's one key difference here, Roland.
Which stage you're at. As a foot to move,
there's one key difference here, Roland. There's one key difference here, Roland. I never advocated for Joe Biden to be president. Never.
Yes, you did.
No. Do not put words into my mouth.
Yes, you did.
Listen. Play the tape back. I said
there's a couple streams on the RG Energy channel that I could go back to that have Gatekeeper's Daimyo on there that would most certainly prove otherwise.
What I said was, at the time, I thought that in terms of policy, that he was better than Donald Trump. I did not advocate for him to be president. At that time, in 2024, I wanted Marianne Williamson. But y'all don't look at that part, do you? Okay? I didn't want Joe Biden. Okay? So I have the authority to speak here because both of them should not have been in office to start with. Okay? I think that's a fair assumption. I think that is a fair thing to say. I think that I'm keeping it even keel. They're both old. I work with elderly people. They're both old. I can tell.
You're contradicting yourself, though, because you wanted Bernie and you had told me multiple times it doesn't matter how old he is. So you are
1,000%. Because Bernie doesn't have
you're
dementia.
Completely blowing your own argument out of the water.
Bernie doesn't have dementia.
Oh, because I like Bernie. Yes, you're blowing your own argument out of the fucking water.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yes.
Not at all.
Nope. You literally just told me I didn't think that either of those were a good candidate, and you literally said the reasoning was because they're old. Therefore, Bernie, your favorite
dementia-ridden, Roland. Bernie doesn't have dementia.
Neither does Donald Trump.
He definitely does. I'll send you his gaps later. He most definitely does. 1,000.
Most definitely doesn't.
Yeah, he definitely does. I'm sorry that you don't get your information from, credible people, but he definitely does. Sorry.
Bro,
sorry.
Do you realize how you sound right?
I don't care how
Bernie Sanders has fucked up his sentences multiple times. You're changing the goalposts because you originally said the
Me too.
No, you originally said the goalpost was right here at they're too old. Then I brought up your favorite person, Bernie Sanders, and you're like, "Whoa, Bernie Sanders doesn't have dementia." So you're changing the goalposts. You're changing the goalposts, though. Your state is that they're too old, then that applies to Bernie as well. And if not,
allow me to correct myself then. Elderly people that are suffering from dementia
never should have been president. Bernie Sanders never should have ran, is what you're telling me. Bernie Sanders
allow
never
me
should
to
have
correct
the right
myself.
To run for president.
Allow me to correct myself. What I should have said was, and what I'm saying now is, if you suffer from visible dementia and gaffes, then you should not be president of the United States, period and point blank.
Roman, fucking up your sentence one time or two times
it's not one time.
Obama fucking did that, bro. You realize this, right? All of our presidents have made blunders in their speech, and it's funny. It's a joke. They usually laugh about it. Like, Roman, if that were the case, you're never running for office, brother. Like, nothing from nothing. Because
at this point, I don't want to be president. At this point, I don't want to be.
Yes, but my point being is, if you were to be saying all these things, they all apply to you just because of the fact you are now cutting yourself out of the running.
I don't have dementia. What are you talking about?
Neither does Donald Trump, but he stuttered. So did you.
So
therefore, you're out. You're out of the running. No, because then guess
Japan,
what?
An Islamic Republic is a stutter. That's a stutter.
Roman, you do realize you said
President Zelensky, President Putin.
You do realize you said fish aren't animals, right?
No, you said that he stuttered. Answer my question. Is that a stutter? No, it's not. It's not.
No, I didn't say that he stuttered. I said if he stuttered. But regardless, a fuck up in voice doesn't. A fuck up in the language doesn't matter.
He called President Zelensky President Putin. He called President Zelensky President Putin.
Which I could see you doing because you're constantly talking about Zelensky Putin, Zelensky Putin, Zelensky Putin, Zelensky Putin, Zelensky Putin. Do you know how many times you and I are on this show and I say Dave Filoni and I'm like, oh shit, my bad, I meant Kathleen Kennedy. You know how many fucking times we do that?
We're also not the most powerful people in the whole world. We're also not the most powerful people in the whole world.
People make fucking small mistakes, Robin. I wouldn't be sitting here fucking calling you dementia-ridden because you made a fuck up on the presidential stage. But if you did it consistently every fucking day, then maybe I would. This is not consistent.
I don't think that you have seen them all. There was
I have seen them all.
I've
seen them all and they're not as consistent.
So if you see them all, then you saw.
I'm not even defending Donald Trump here. I'm just telling you they're not nowhere near as consistent. It's every single fucking one with Joe Biden. There's not one that does not have a fuck up of some kind in it. Not a single one.
For the record, I'm not saying that there's not, but what I'm saying is that when Donald Trump said that, you know, the U.S. should be pro-turd. He said pro-turd. Not even close to what he was trying to say. He said pro-turd. He said that in 2022 before he was even back to running. Okay, the point that I'm saying is that when he was talking about how like even when he was president, right? He was talking about the hurricanes and like about how it was the wettest storm in the history of water. Like that's not so much like dementia. That's just stupid. One, but two, the point that I'm making is that
dude, it's hyperbolic. You're hyperbolic and you know it. I've called you out for being hyperbolic. It's hyperbolic. You can't
point that
say
I'm
that. Really, regardless, you have named me 3 to 4 things so far. That's not every fucking time the person is on camera. Every single fucking time for 4 years. And before that. It is not that. Literally, the dude couldn't even ride a foot. He can't even walk off a stage. Like, I'm not saying I'm fucking pro Donald Trump above everything, but you can't be like, oh, he's the same thing as Biden. That's retarded. That's as retarded as him.
Well, I mean, maybe not publicly, but I would say that in terms of what they've both done.
How the fuck would you know?
Because you can see what policies are passed. It's called research, Roland. I don't get my politics news from culture people. I get my news from actual like legislation sites. Okay?
Wow, that's a big accusation. How do you know where I get my news from? You don't. I don't send you news articles. Yeah, you stand corrected, don't you? I get my news articles from 3 different places.
Where are some of your sources?
Yeah, exactly. You better watch before you start making accusations about people's different where they're getting their information from, especially if you want to get into the political sphere, especially if you want to do a political podcast. You better not be like, well, you do this without knowing what you do.
Well, I don't. In fairness, when you parrot a lot of what people say, it led me to some context clues. However, actually, now I am slightly curious. What are some of your news outlets? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just asking.
Well, you say parrot, but it's not parroting. It's quite literally just. I could say the same thing about you. You realize that, right? It's not parroting in the slightest. It's I look around to multiple different resources. I go to liberal. I go to fucking center of the road. I go to conservative platforms. I look at it what everybody says, and I make my informed decision upon that. Now, if I'm talking about something, I'm not finished. If I'm talking about something that everybody else is talking about, maybe it ain't parroting. So would you say that I'm parroting the fact that UFOs are fucking real, Roman? Am I parroting that?
No, I think that's pretty obvious.
Exactly my point. So no, I'm not parroting that. I'm not parroting these points. I'm showing you these points, and nothing from nothing, not only just from what I see on the news, what I read in my articles, what I watch people also talk about on YouTube. There's people that get their information from us about certain things. And like these people, same thing. I do the same exact shit. Marcel doesn't know what it's like to live here in Pennsylvania. He's over there in Germany. So, like, yes, people get their information from all over. But you know what the best information comes from? The people that are fucking living it. Not the people that are getting paid to talk about it. But when you have a fuck ton of people in one circle all saying the same exact shit, and that's the circle that you're watching, and it's a Venn diagram, well then yes, if everybody here says the sky's fucking blue, then the sky's fucking blue, Roman. It's not parroting.
Just that because is a bunch of people are.
No, that's your talking points. That people, nothing from nothing, bro. I'm not even fucking talking shit. But this is the talking points that fucking liberal people always do, where it's just like, and I'm not even liberal. I'm moderate. I like to have conversations with people, but they'll just be like, as soon as I come up with something that pushes back against them, it's, oh, you're parroting so-and-so's topic points. Oh, you must watch this. Oh, where are you getting your information from? Whereas I have never done that to anybody. Ever. I'm just trying to have a fucking conversation, and you're like, oh, well, you're a fucking puppet. Motherfucker, I've never called you a puppet. I may say that when you come up with a certain thing, and I go, you're brainwashed, which, Roman, I have proven before that some of the things that you've said have been completely bogus. You've looked them up on stream and been like, you're right. We've done that before because you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I even thought that was real. That has happened. So therefore, I think I'm doing a pretty good job at keeping my head straight as to what I'm looking at and to where I'm looking. And just because everybody else is saying something's true, and it is, doesn't mean it's parroting. It just means it's fact.
Nah, because if 330 million people were out here saying like, oh well, just for an example, if 330 million people, so basically the whole populace of our country, was saying that Hillary Clinton was a good person, that wouldn't make it true, even if everybody else was saying it. If you have a select group of people that are saying that something is true or that something is accurate, just because a lot of people say it does not necessarily make it accurate. That happens.
Yes, obviously, dude. You missed the point of pretty much everything I just said, clearly, if that's all you gleaned out of it.
Well, no. So you said towards the end of your statement that,
right, obviously, if the entire United States and all of the Western Hemisphere told the entire planet, you can fly, obviously that's not fucking true. Like, yes, reality exists. Like, you gotta be... I'm charitable to you. You're not charitable at all to the other side at all. And I'm not even the other side. I'm just the guy in the middle trying to play devil's advocate.
No, well, actually, for the record, you have said that I am fully and completely brainwashed about, I don't know, 17 to 18 times, which is not true. 1, 2, I am charitable to people that do not spread misinformation knowingly. If you do not
when have I ever spread misinformation knowingly?
I'm not saying that you have. I'm saying that people on both sides of the aisle.
When the fuck have I ever done that? I've never once.
I'm not saying that you have. What I'm saying is that people on both sides of the aisle. I'm not charitable to people that spread literal BS. So if someone on the left, someone like, oh, I don't know, Hassan, spreads literal misinformation,
Roman,
then
you saying that Trump has dementia is literal misinformation. You understand that, right? It's not proven, so it's misinformation.
Is it proven that Joe Biden has dementia? Proven, like by a actual doctor?
No.
Okay, so then, is it wrong to say that he has it then?
Well, I mean, he shows signs of it, and considering that my grandmother died of it, I can tell you that he has it. So it's a little bit different for a lot.
Technically,
don't technically mean. It's not, because every single person in America and outside of America who has ever had a family member with dementia knows what the signs are and knows what it looks like. So it's misinformation from their end, not our end. That's the difference. Because I know what dementia looks like. I know the hell that it is to live with a family member who's dying of it. It's horrifying.
Correct. Yes. I've seen it.
So
I've also seen it before too. Yes. Yeah. And so, for the record,
yeah. So there is evidence, right? Again, I'm a scientist at the School for Science. There's evidence for my hypothesis here, and many other human beings across the planet have had said hypothesis. Now that Trump messed up 2 sentences or a couple sentences, the other side's like, he's got dementia too. There's no evidence. It's
not just 2 sentences, bro. It's not just 2 sentences. It's not.
Okay, but it's not every sentence, Roman.
We could meet in the middle and say it's every other.
Well, I would say that he has a. I would say that he has a gap. Maybe
Emily and I have seen people at work, and so have you, that are 10 times worse than Donald Trump messing up a sentence. Roman, if it's if messing up a sentence and age is the thing, then you better get your stutter down by the time you're 70, because everyone's going to say you have dementia.
No, you see, I would not mistake President Zelensky for President Putin. Okay?
If you're saying their names constantly over and over again, I mistake people's names all the time. You mistake people's names all the time. And then you're like, fuck, wait, no, this.
But.
That is a normal thing for humans to do, especially, Emily, how many times have I said Jason but meant Ryan, or Ryan but meant Jason?
Hello, when I was literally telling you the story when we were, before you guys went live and we were in the studio, I was telling you a story about work and I kept swapping two of my coworkers' names.
However, on this show, we both made fun of when Joe Biden called President Zelensky President Putin, and then when he called Kamala Harris, who is a completely different gender, Vice President Trump. We made fun of that then. But now that I'm saying something about it, oh, it's heresy. It's heresy. When it's
what? What does that even mean? Now that you're saying about something, what?
Now that I'm saying that like, Donald Trump is, getting up there, he may be starting to get, dementia as well. Now, all of the sudden, no, Roman, that's not true. That's not true, Roman. No, Roman, that's nowhere near accurate. You don't know what you're talking about. There's not, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20 to 30 videos of him also making gaffes. It's not just 2 sentences. I'm sorry that, I'm not towing the line of, let me slob on the knob here. I'm not going to freaking do that, bro. Sorry, no. Our chat deserves better.
I don't think anybody here is doing that either. I just think that you're making blatant accusations without having any proof to back them up. And, I'm trying to help you here by saying what? Because, it is not anywhere near the level it was with Joe Biden. You can't even argue that. Can't even argue that.
I'm not saying that, but the point that I'm making is that people on the right constantly, and also for the record, the people on the right were correct to make fun of Joe Biden's mental faculties. They were 100% right to judge and make fun of that. However, the point that I'm making is that since he's been in office this time around, Trump's also had his moments too. But I don't really see anybody ever mentioning that. Like, when I send it into the Discord, Muffler didn't know what I was talking about. He thought I was just being, facetious, because I thought that he had already known. No one knew. It didn't get covered. The fact that Trump
it's not really that big. That's because it's not big of a deal. There's more shit going on that's way more important than that.
Right, but what I'm saying is that when it's Trump, no one says anything. That's the point that I'm making.
True.
It is true because no one knew about it.
Clearly, somebody did.
Yeah, I did, because I follow solely like people that are for a living talking about politics for a living. So people that are for a living living within the political sphere, they knew. But if it didn't reach Muffler, who is on the internet a whole lot, that means that it wasn't talked about much.
Nah, Muffler's not really on the internet as much as you think he is.
Okay, Muffler, I don't want to make any assumptions, but you are on your computer, I would say, fairly regularly. What I'm saying is, if you didn't see it, if none of y'all saw it, then that meant that it wasn't brought up much.
You're forgetting the consistency thing here.
In what way?
You're if anybody hasn't seen this one thing, or these 2 things, or these 3 things, or there's 30 things, there's still not 600.
speak of the devil and he shall appear.
Hey man, I resent that shit. All right, I'm not no fucking devil. I'm not no blue-eyed white devil.
Oh my God, it's Muffler!
What's up, man? What's going on?
Emily.
Was I I want to apologize if I was, incorrect in saying that you're on your computer a whole bunch.
I'm on
Am
my
I wrong in
computer
saying that?
a lot. Yeah. The issue is that I don't have my head up Kyle Kalinski's asshole, and that's why I don't care about every little thing that happens regarding like I don't even find it funny regarding it's not a joke regarding Trump though on that. Like it's funny with Biden because it's horrific, and it was really bad and all the time, and that's what made it exaggerated humor. Like I don't catch like the shit with Trump right now, man. But yeah, no, I didn't know because I hadn't been following the news the last month. I've been playing video games like a normal person,
Muffler's been Chudmaxing to the fullest extent.
Yeah, I've
like
I am probably, when I go on my vacation from work, I'm probably going to No Life myself as well, and just not really look at.
Well, yeah, dude, you gotta unplug, man. Like especially because you're overly concerned regarding Trump, so you definitely need to unplug. Because even with Joe, like I was not like balls deep up in his wrinkly asshole.
Dude,
I wasn't paying attention. Like I was paying attention.
You
didn't want his chocolate hole?
No.
Let me make a respectful correction.
Okay.
I'm not concerned so much about the president. I'm concerned so much just like about the state of the whole country. I care too much about the country as a whole that like I'm like doom scrolling every single second that like I'm not doing this. So you are right. I have to unplug for like a week or two, and maybe I'll feel better.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying like it's kind of been bothering me seeing like a lot of, and for the
like dude, like well right now we're dogging the shit out of Mitch McConnell, like because dude's fucking dead probably, or brain dead or something, okay? Like, and it's a horrific joke, but like that's the news cycle that's funny right now because it's like, oh, it's Weekend at Bernie's. Oh, they talked to him. He's got to be okay, right?
Does he still have his seat? Does he still have his seat?
Yeah.
How? Why?
I don't fucking know, man. Okay, it's ridiculous. Okay. So
they let
that's
Dianne Feinstein stay. They let they let her stay, and she was like dying. She was quite literally dying, but
it was
they let
retarded.
her stay. Yeah,
but the people are retarded.
But
that's
people are retarded.
Yeah, it's bad.
Also,
man.
Really fast, Muffler. Since I
what's
have
up,
you
dude?
here, also
sorry to interrupt them, but anyway, yeah, I was trying to
no,
make
man.
the point.
Well, no, I mean, well, no. Firstly, I mentioned you, so like you kind of have the right to join in one. But two, do you have a preferred candidate for 2028?
Dude, the Democrat side, I have it's a total shit show for that side, and I don't really care.
Fucking Newsom, dude. Oh my god.
No, well, dude. I mean, Newsom is in trouble legally right now, so no, like, I don't think it's going to be him, man. As far as some other shit, like on the Republican side, I'm kind of torn. Like, I really don't have a preference. I think that like Rubio as well as Vance are both strong candidates, and it depends on any given day how I feel between the two of them. Okay, like one's more war hawkish, the other one, I mean, Vance kind of rubs me the wrong way once in a while, but like, I mean, I like them both.
Sometimes Vance rubs me too. He gives me a nice rub down in my Don PJs. I'm so sorry. I can't control
But no, like that would be my feedback on it, is that like I'm fine with either of them. I don't think anybody else is going to come surprise, candidacy regarding the Republican side. Democrat side, I think you guys are either going to go with the Socialist Democrats of America.
Not me.
I'm just letting you know,
running,
like,
remember?
No, I didn't say you. I was saying that, like, I think that the Democrats are going to go in that direction because of the way the primaries have been going recently. But I think that's probably the way it's going to go because Gavin has some serious issues right now. And then
I would
I don't know, man.
Just me personally thinking about it from a voter. If I'm thinking Green Party, I don't want Jill Stein. She's ran 5 times. 5 times.
I've only been here 800 years. When I finally get elected, I'm sure that I'll be mental.
She's never gonna win. She's never gonna win ever. So for the Green Party, I don't know, but I think what could get me to vote Democrat, there might be like one person, and I think it might be Roe. I think it might be Roe Kana actually.
I can see that.
He's the one person. Everyone else I don't trust.
Roman Stone, he has dementia. I'm sorry.
So if it's anybody else, if it's anyone else, I'll vote Green. Unless there's no Green candidate, then I'll vote, I guess, I don't know, Libertarian or something. Or if Jimmy Dore gets his, People's Party up off of the ground, I might vote for that. Yes. Maybe. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to 28 either. I hope that Gavin doesn't get it because he's wanted it for so long. And I would rather just every single day I would just be like, why is Gavin Newsom president? And then on the side of
we'd be living on the streets. We'd be living on the streets.
On the side of the Republicans, I think y'all are gonna have like a dark horse. That's just my own point of view.
I don't think you're accurate at all on that. I think it's going to be either Rubio or Vance. I think they both have a lot going for them. I think that if you were to check with the older populace, I think that they would maybe feel more confident regarding Rubio because as a statesman, he has done a really good job and he's been in longer. And also he, how can I say that too? Like he's just tougher is what I would say on that because again he's more of a war hawk compared to Vance. And then Vance, I think he maybe would appeal to younger folks a little bit more. He's slightly more progressive on some things. So like I don't know, man. Like I could see it going either way. It just depends. But like it'll be a tight primary. I don't think there's going to be there's not going to be a Sarah Huckabee Sanders who goes, Arkansas is just the bestest. Won't you vote for me now? That's not going to happen, man. Okay, like you're not going to get
No, but y'all gonna get Christie back though.
Oh,
for the fourth time.
Fuck Christie Cream and his fat ass, bro. Fuck that piece of shit. Get him the fuck out.
Muffler. What if he wins the nomination?
He sucks.
He ain't gonna fucking win, and neither is Jeb. Okay, Trump dragged them out behind the back and fucking beat them to death with a wooden club. Okay, he fucking murdered their political career. Okay, they're done.
This is what's gonna happen if Jeb runs.
You're gonna end up in the shed tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be that one meme where he's like, "Oh, everybody voted for Jeb," and you see the map.
Ask people to clap for him. That's how you knew that he was cooked. He had to ask people to clap for him. Like what?
Yeah, you just got to look at the candidates that bring confidence. Okay, and so like again, there are a few candidates on the Democrat side that you could see being charismatic enough as well as bringing the confidence of the voters. However, on a national level, I don't know if they are able to do that because, obviously you have like a Mamdani. He's immensely popular with certain crowds,
He can't run,
yeah, he's not so popular anymore than he wants to make everybody He wants to make everybody set their thermostats to fucking 78, and they're all like, "Fuck you."
Well, like again, him being a retard aside, what I was trying to say is that he would be a potential one. But like, are you saying that he's not an American? Like he's naturalized?
No, he's not
You have
American.
to be. You have to be born here in order to run for president. He's
No,
not from here.
You have to be a natural born, like as in so like is his parents naturalized? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Marcel,
like he's not first generation. He didn't move here. It was his parents that moved here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as he was born on
was-
U.S. soil, then
he was born in Uganda.
okay. But like, is at least one of his parents American?
No.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, he's fucked. Fuck off. I don't care.
But to answer Marcel's question, I want to. However, I think not that I would be fighting a losing battle. I would be worried that I would get too discouraged. Like, I mean, look at me now, and I'm not even in it. So if I was in it, I would be crashing out like 24/7. So it may not be good for my mental health. However, do I want to try to help people as much as I can and actually enact change? 1,000%.
So
But
Roman,
yeah,
there's a big issue with making that statement, though.
yeah.
The issue is that you have to be able to help yourself before you can help somebody else. So, like every path that you would choose, you would have to focus on yourself before you focus on everybody else. And I can speak with age. Okay, that is the way it works, buddy. Like straight up. So you have to secure your own gas mask first. You have to take care of your own problems, and if you're having any issues, you gotta get that shit taken care of, and then you can start worrying about other people, because you're a liability to everybody around you if you can't do that. Like it's an issue, and it's a weakness that will be used against you as well. So keep that in mind.
Indeed.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. It's something that I have to work on. Also, to respond to what Roland said about them sitting there to what they had to do in New York about turning the AC to 78. That's actually the Department of Energy's recommendation circa 2026, that if it's hot outside you should put your AC on to 78. So
it doesn't have the power grid at all. As somebody who went to school for environmental science, I can tell you that's bullshit. It's them trying to save money.
Right, no, but like I'm just saying, it's not a him
Mom
thing.
Downey is the
Because,
one who said it on the news, Roman.
You say?
I said Mom Downey is the one who said it on the news.
Right, but the literal Department of Energy said that that's what their recommended temperature is.
Right, and who controls the Department of Energy? The mayor.
U.S. Department of Energy.
He controls like local policy, I think is what you
That's
mean.
what I mean.
Sir. Yeah. Like, but no, the Department of Energy, that was a wrong statement to make because that's a federal agency. So Trump technically is in charge of that. Unless it's a Quango, and then if it's a Quango, then we can get rid of that shit. It needs to go.
Well, I mean, over here in Pennsylvania, PICO is not associated with the state at all.
To be fair, I should have been clear and say that, and say the federal Department of Energy.
Which therefore works directly with Mamdani. So yes,
well, they work with him, but it is their recommendation. So he was just following what they said. They recommend 78.
Target recommendation, which I would have gone, fuck that. That's not the recommendation. like that's the problem people have with this, Roman. It's not that he was like, it's that he went, yeah, that's good. If you're in a 78-degree building, and it's 110 outside, and you're from the north, so you're not used to that, it's gonna fuck people up and kill people.
Yeah, I mean, my shit's at 78, but it's okay as long as you got a fan on.
Is it?
Yeah,
So
because I'm poor as fuck.
Last week during that really bad heat wave that was here,
I forgot about that.
The fish room at my job, it was set to 75 degrees in there, and when you looked on the thermostat stat to see what the actual temperature of the room was 95 degrees. So that's 95 degrees with humidity.
I believe it.
Welcome to the South.
Crazy, bro.
I swear to God.
Swear to me. Wait, what? Like, you just cut out, so I had to make the joke.
Yeah, I swear
to.
But yeah, you know what, Muffler? I don't know how long that you have, but since you're here, we kind of got a few trailers that we would need for you to play.
Well, you're gonna need to fucking wait, but I got you covered. All right, I got my bros covered, but like I wasn't here to be no hoe. All right, but I'll
my
be
bad, bro. Sorry, man. Sorry, listen.
Roman, I already sent them to him.
Oh, you did? Good job. But yeah, no, we can chat here for a second. Oh, actually, I may be at the end of this, so we're good. I'll cut this one short.
Dude. There is literally no rush.
Yeah, man.
Zero rush.
Emily keeps on dropping. Zero rush, but maybe. You know what? There might be zero rush, but do you want to know something?
Rush is awesome. Okay, don't say that shit. Okay, don't. Rush will forever live on in my heart. Okay, one of the greatest Canadian rock bands all time. Okay?
When I was hanging out with
Today's time to see me right.
Oh my god!
When I was hanging out at the club with Cammy and Roland last year, the woman that they introduced me to, I think she was Russian. I was with her for 45 minutes. Best experience of my life.
Cammy, you hearing this shit?
What, man? You literally pointed her out to me and brought her over to come to me.
I'm like anything of the
spoken like a true comrade. He's after them Russian hotties. Okay.
She was tall, bro. She was tall. My God, she knew what to do, bro. That's all that I'm saying. I have never in my life experienced that.
Means she's a whole.
No, actually, I don't think anything of the sort happened. I think what happened is she walked over to me and I was like, "Go with him."
No, because you and Cammy said that there was this one dancer that you wanted me to you wanted me.
I didn't say that because I'd never fucking been there.
You had went with Cammy beforehand to the club. I swear that you had been there.
Wait, are we talking about bad bitches and titties? Because this is a conversation.
No, I'd been there, but wait.
Because you told me that because Cammy called me the one night, left me a voicemail because y'all wanted to bring me